The suspended boss of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, Robert McBride, says that independent state institutions are under threat.
The Constitutional Court has postponed an application for confirmation of a High Court order that declared certain provisions of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate Act invalid. McBride was suspended in March last year following allegations that he had covered up the alleged involvement of senior Hawks officials in the unlawful rendition of 4 Zimbabweans.
Taking his fight to the highest court in the land. Suspended Independent Police Investigative Directorate head Robert McBride trying to clear his name. His legal counsel argues that the decision by Police Minister Nathi Nhleko to suspend him must be declared invalid.
The effect of the order sought by the Minister would be to tie Parliament's hands. The Minister seeks an order whereby a committee of the National Assembly is deemed, effectively, to have commenced disciplinary proceedings against Mr. McBride. That is a committee of the National Assembly that is not here.
McBride's legal counsel contends that by suspending McBride, the minister had acted outside his scope of responsibility. But the police minister's legal counsel disagrees.
That independence is not only one-sided, it's not only descent from the undue political pressure or political meddling from the executive or from the political principal who oversees it, but it must also be viewed from inside.
Should the Concourt rule in favor of McBride and the state fails to institute disciplinary procedures against him, the suspended Ipid head will be back at his desk. McBride says he feels vindicated.
With all state institutions and organizations that are independent, that are against corruption, they should be allowed to do their work without fear or favor or prejudice. And there should be no interference on them from anybody, including from any political interference. That's a point we're making, and we've seen in a number of institutions where there has been political interference.
The police ministry has refused to comment. Dumalo Mohlaudi, SABC News, Johannesburg.